Hey, it's Nuggetcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Jake.
Let's do some nugget casting. All right, we're back for Nuggetcast for what is a very special episode of Nuggetcast. Very emotional one.
Oh man. Oh man.
Do you want to tell them or should I tell them?
You can tell them. I don't know. That's fine.
You don't want to break it to him? Okay.
Nah.
This is Jake's final Nuggetcast as a Nugget employee, I guess. He's not being fired.
That's the main thing.
It's a silver lining there. Do you want to tell him about your, you're taking your Nuggetcast like skills and talents.
Yeah, I mean,
across the country.
In theory, I will still be able to be found on the YouTube. You'll still be able to follow along, sort of. And I mean, we can get more into that, later on or whatever. I can share out some details. I don't want to take up too much time with a commercial for Jake, but yeah, I don't know. This is a weird, sad kind of moment, but I don't know. I put a lot into Nuggetcast. I think right. We both I don't know. It's fun when building something and getting to this point with it. And I mean, if you had told me that we'd be 27 episodes in, and
is it 28?
I don't know.
We lost count.
Yeah, that's even more impressive that we lost count. I think so. I don't know. Yeah, it's tough, but I mean, it's fun, and I mean, I'm proud of where it's gotten.
Right. And I think the best way to send you off is to finally do the news in 60 seconds, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you think that's possible, my spirit of hope has been kind of beaten down.
No, I mean,
a little. I don't know.
Okay, so it takes 28 tries or something, but maybe that's what.
No, we got to do this
on
one try. It's got to be authentic. Okay, so
anyways, John's back there doing some real work, but he's gonna time us, and
I'm counting. Maybe should we do some math, game plan a little bit better?
I think it's better just to jump in.
10 seconds.
So jump in.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna do the top. So that's all I know.
Wait, you're doing top? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Count us down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so at the top, in the skybox, as we call it, we got the arena upgrade where UNG's Convocation Center, where they play their basketball games, are getting some enhancements to add to the game day experience.
Yes, and we got a hiker rescued from DeSoto Falls. We actually had somebody call in that was a witness to this and just wanted to know how the person was doing. In critical condition now, fell off the top of the falls. But she seems to be doing much better now. So you can read about that here.
Yeah, and then main art, we've got Water Wars, which is basically you got a bunch of kids here, kind of celebrating the sort of the last weeks of summer with a fun activity at the library. Getting out in the heat, cooling down with some water. Okay,
and you got a murder charge for a suspect that is facing fentanyl overdose charges. We have a story on that, 3A.
All right, and then commission tries to bridge the... Oh, man.
We built it up so much.
This one hurts a little bit more.
The people thought that we were really going to make it.
I don't know. I doubt it, but...
Okay, well, maybe for the reunion show, because you'll be back.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
The 20-year...
I don't know if we're ever... I can't see us ever getting it, even no matter how many tries. I don't know.
There's got to be some way.
I'm ready to give up, I think. But yeah, so, I mean, as we always do you feel like there's anything, that you'd want to spend more than 60 seconds on?
There is. I want to know a little bit more about this column over here.
Oh, gosh.
Written by this fellow next to me.
Oh.
Called, "I'm sorry, Miss Nichols, I'm for real."
Yeah.
It's a good column, but I just want...
Well, what
This
do
is
you...
an apology to your 5th grade teacher, right?
Yeah. It's kind of an idea I had a while back. It's just I don't know. There's a lot of things like now that I would like to think like a nice, maybe not polished, but like an adult. You start to think back to like some of the things you did as a kid or whatever, and like I don't know. A lot of my teachers and stuff. Like sometimes I was just kind of a menace, and so you think back and you're like, well. Dang, I hope they don't like remember me as that.
Did you reach the height of your menace to Long Branch Elementary at like 5th grade?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I mean, it really went from like in 4th grade, and Miss Nichols was actually like our like assistant teacher, or I don't know if she was a student teacher. I don't know how it worked or whatever. 4th grade me didn't like take down notes like that, but I literally went from like. Hugging Miss McMullen or Mrs. McMullen, who was, my teacher in 4th grade.
Okay.
I would like hug her every single day to the point where it was awkward if I did not do that, like as I was leaving the class, like, oh, thank you for a good day.
Hugging.
Yeah, so it was like that
kid.
level, and then like to the brink of like, just, I mean, I wasn't like assaulting people or anything.
Good.
Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I wasn't like if I were being graded on my like bad kidness, I don't think I would have been good at that either. Like I wasn't. But I was just
So,
class clowning it up.
Yeah. And so you took the chance here or took this opportunity to. I guess you ran into Miss Nichols, right? And
so her husband is now like an assistant coach for the high school football team. So she's in town more often now. I guess when I first thought of this was after running into her at a wrestling meet like 2 years ago because he was the wrestling coach at another school, and so but so now it's like in Walmart and stuff, and I'm like, I mean, it's just kind of like weighing on my conscience a little bit, All right, maybe not. Maybe that's a little strong, but yeah, like I mean, so Miss Nichols is back in town, and I just felt like it was time.
You now.
It was time to address it. Yeah.
Okay. And are there like any other like apologies you want to make through column like or that's
like
it?
to other teachers? Like I mean, I could probably think Miss Tripsmith if you're out there. 10th grade English lit or American lit. The fact that I don't even know what we were reading or whatever is probably a good sign of how bad I was. And there, I wasn't like super bad, but I do remember at one point like she was talking and I literally just got up, crumbled up a piece of paper, and did like a full-on Kobe fadeaway, and then she just told me to leave the room. So not good.
Yeah.
Miss O'Rear, I've actually talked to a good bit about this because like I was just like so not into like reading or anything, and so I remember that moment of like seeing her when I worked at Walmart as a cashier. And like the first time I was telling her, I was like, hey, you know how I like hated every bit of like reading and writing? Well, I'm going to be a journalist, work for like newspapers and stuff. And so like that was kind of a funny thing, but yeah, it's kind of, I guess there's kind of a theme there with just like English.
You should make a series of apology columns.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more. But yeah,
right,
I don't know.
yeah.
Do you not regret anything you did as a kid? Like, I mean, it's starting to feel like I'm the only one that was a bad kid ever.
No, I mean, Miss Hanser, I'm sorry that I didn't take my SAT words seriously, because I needed to learn those things, and now I feel like my vocabulary is good now because she made me learn my SAT words. So I don't know if I can get a whole column out of that though. But this is good, and I hope that Miss Nichols has read this and accepts your apology. Since you won't be here next week, maybe she'll write the column and be like,
oh, that would be fun.
Either a apology accepted, apology
right?
denied.
Yeah, it's like
no deal,
right? Yeah, well, that could happen.
So, I mean, I guess that kind of brings us to the end of our final Nuggetcast. This just doesn't seem right.
What do you mean?
We can't end without completing the NewSprint. Don't you think?
I mean, do you really think we can? Do you really think that's something that can happen?
With the right training, the right motivation,
Training? Oh gosh, what are we
the
about to
right musical training montage.
do? Oh.
All right, a little sweaty after that.
Yeah, that was work. I hope that hard work pays off for us. Though.
I feel like it has to.
I do feel a little more confident about it now, though. So,
all right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're going back to the original episode 1 Nuggetcast Nugget,
Oh, nice. Okay.
and I don't remember what was happening back then, but we're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a little unfair if we just went back through today.
Right, we can't just do the same one. Yeah,
Okay. So you think this is the time? You think we can do it?
yeah.
Okay.
I believe. All right, so John.
Oh man, I'm
67.
nervous. I'm nervous about this. Like, this is not even. All right, I'll take the top, I guess.
Okay, you take the top.
Okay, you're ready.
Oh
Ready.
no! Wait,
Say when you are.
wait.
All right.
Remember your training.
My
Remember
palms
your
are
training.
sweating. Knees are weak. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
You're gonna lose yourself for a
You're gonna
moment.
lose consciousness before we start this.
All right.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, in the skybox, we got Spartan spurned as Jones Harris and the rest of the boys basketball team wins an overtime thriller.
Okay, how much do elected officials make? Well, you can find out here right in the January 12th edition.
All right, to the right, we got county has qualms with roundabouts, where basically the Board of Commissioners weren't so pleased with the wall on the roundabout.
Oh, yeah, and then you got Frog Week Freeze. This is when the frogs showed up and did their recruiting, their orientation group.
All right.
In the winter. Go.
All right, below that, we got top dogs. When UGA won the title, there were some locals there like Tucker Green and former intern Drew Hubbard.
And we got a new mayor and council on duty right here, and that you can read about it January 12th, and that's it.
Oh my gosh, we did it!
Is that easy?
High five.
All right, high five. Yeah. Yeah, I think you can do it.
Yeah, Finley, you were there.
Oh, the confetti.
Oh, man, just like
And that's it. I think you went out on top.
my heart is pounding. I'm not even kidding.
I know, me too.
That was insanely stressful. Wow, we did it.
I don't know that anybody could even understand, the headlines that you're reading.
Well, we.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe. I don't know.
If needed, you can slow down. Just like go to the bottom of your YouTube page, and you can slow down. You put us at like 0.75 speed or something, and it'll seem like we're reading it.
And if you're it's like, hey, I want that January 12th edition, come by. We can get that for you. We have it in the stacks here.
Oh man, it's gonna be like this. Seems like we need to send it off somewhere to be in like the Hall of Fame or something.
We sign it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, that ends Nuggetcast on a high note. This isn't the end of Nuggetcast, but it will look different with I don't know if we're gonna put a picture of Jake here.
Just a cardboard cutout.
Yeah. like a ventriloquist like situation.
You gotta make sure. You gotta make sure to have like fresh jersey every week or
fresh
something.
jerseys
You know,
is gonna be the hardest part.
Yeah, like,
I have a Braves jersey, but I don't really have the deep,
closet
wardrobe
of
that you have.
Well,
But we'll be back, and thanks for all you've done, your nugget casting, and your nugget work.
well,
It's been great.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure I'll get more emotional in the column and everything next week. So
Okay, so we can look forward to that. Yeah. Also, what's the actual YouTube channel where they can find you?
it's called The Journeyman, and we can link it below or whatever. But yeah, so we're gonna do some traveling, some sports related traveling. And
all right. Do you want to throw to the camera? We should just throw the paper at the camera. Here we go. Take a shot. Oh, wide.
Right. Get your money, man. Like goes
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away and be hopeful.